It was a slow, methodical process that allowed this super smart, intelligent, fun, spunky individual to be that manipulated. How did I not know that this was even happening? How did I notice any of these signs? I have all this education about education. I've been actively engaged in social emotional things with our kids, and I didn't see this. It can happen to anybody, especially when things aren't stopped. My husband Corey and I, we have been married for almost 28 years, and we have 3 daughters. They're 3 very independent, strong-willed, confident young ladies. When we have parent-teacher conferences, you've got 5 minutes. Tell me what they're like interpersonally. Tell me, who are they sitting with? Are they nice? Are they respectful? Who are they? Because I wanted to know their social emotional development. So that has always been a big priority for me. The transition to middle school was really tough because we were switching districts. And her second semester of her 8th grade year, we started thinking that she was just acting a little skittish, but we thought middle school. Like it wasn't out of the norm for middle school behavior. She did have some really good friends. That was another thing we started noticing, that she wasn't hanging out with them as often. We chalked it up to typical middle school behavior. But it was one of those things where it worked better for the family, and we were excited about what they were doing at this school. Both of us and our educators, we both looked into it, felt good about the curriculum, all that kind of stuff, having absolutely no idea what was about to hit us. The discovery happened around Christmas break. Luckily, we had some Amazon packages that hadn't arrived before we left town. And so we had our neighbor picking up packages. I get a phone call, frantic phone call from her moments later being like, "Oh my gosh, is somebody supposed to be in your house?" And I'm like, "No, what? What's going on?" She said something. I said, "Just call the police, we'll talk later." And well, then we got a call back saying, "Hey, this is a license plate and it goes to this person. We're opening a special victims unit investigation." And my heart just like, what? What was actually happening is this teacher, this predator, he had been in our house. We found out later we were coming here to Project Harmony. We got in there and we had told 3 things. You are very much loved. He's gonna be okay. And in our Marines, we're like, he can be in jail for all I care. He's gonna be okay. And we said that whatever she was gonna have to share or do here was gonna take an enormous amount of courage, that it might be one of the hardest things she had ever done in her life. And so we are in one of the rooms up there, and she's in a corner chair and like sitting back with her knees up under her chin, and just kind of like, you could just tell she was just terrified of whatever was gonna happen. This was a whole different thing that we had never seen before. The first thing that she said to Detective Bruning was, "You can't record this." That took a long time to break through. Eventually, Detective Bruning came in and told us she's having sex with him. She's in love with him. That ring and that necklace that she has are actually gifts from him. So then we were asked to go in to try to get that ring and that necklace off of her, to convince her to let go of them because they needed it for evidence. We were the ones that ended up having to go and build some trust with her to have her eventually give us that stuff. And that was probably one of the hardest things. Once that happened, then I went out and talked to Detective Bruning and just lost it. And I was like, how did I not know? How is that even possible that I didn't know that this was going on? And she very directly, "You didn't do anything wrong. He's just that skilled at what he was doing." We trusted him as a teacher. We trusted him as a dad. We trusted him as a husband. Like, he had her convinced every step of the way that they were in love. In her mind, this is a breakup. This is a bad breakup. And we're like, this is demented. This is manipulation. This is abuse. This is rape. I'm thankful that I knew that there was this whole manipulation, grooming process that was very slow. So for girls ages 11 to 14, it only takes 20 minutes for a predator to kind of get their hooks in the brain and start unraveling the critical thinking skills. So these opportunistic predators, they're not stopped. Like, if they'd be stopped early on in the process, nothing would happen, but no one catches it, or no one is courageous enough to say anything, and then, this is the fallout. Project Harmony is the resource. not a resource, it is the resource. In that crisis, to be in a setting where everybody, this is their expertise. To have a one place was, I can't even describe how imperatively important that was for us, because we were just trying to get by. We know the police and the detectives who specialize in this are right down the hall, and the other therapists are right there down the hall. And I remember thinking, she is child number 2,125 for that year, and just at Project Harmony. This is a huge problem, and we need all the resources possible for a place like Project Harmony to actually reach these families. I really give all the credit to Project Harmony for getting us through that.